We're on our way to Chesterville, Maine today to meet with Ross Clair. He's the owner of Wood-Mizer, Maine, which is the largest Wood-Mizer shop in the country. I'm Thorn Dickinson. This show allows me to talk with Mainers working on the most important clean energy project to ever come to our state. We discuss how this project is providing jobs and other benefits today while creating clean energy for a better tomorrow.
I always wanted the sawmill, so I bought a Wood-Mizer sawmill, and after several years of sawing here, we were sawing about 500,000 feet a year. When I started here, I lived across the road, and we did it piece by piece. These are all our own buildings, and we just started continuously growing. We were sawing mostly for wholesale retail. We did a lot of the local lumber yards were buying their dimensional 6x6, 8x8s. So me and one other hired man, we went up to about 500,000 feet a year. And then when Wood-Mizer came on board, we started selling portable sawmills, and then it continually grew to the point where I had to decide too many irons in the fire. So we stepped down, so I've been with Wood-Mizer 21 years.
I know that some of the mills are using your saws and mills in order to make the mats.
Right.
Are those ones that you've worked with them on supplying?
Yeah, we worked, we have probably 3 or 4 larger operators that do the swamp mats on a yearly basis. And they all, buy supplies off us. We keep them into the product. And Larry Glidden is the coldest spot south of the North Pole up there. Great people. I mean, you go up there at 10 below and they're working, drilling mats.
Is Larry Peter's father? Is that or
correct?
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to meet him, but we met Peter a lot.
Yeah.
And, Peter talked a lot about, for him, this project was important because it allowed him to continue to have work for his people, but also the trees within Maine that loggers were cutting to bring to him to make into mats.
We've been in the mat business about 15 years. 14 years, something like that. We've been in sawmill business for 15 years. We started out doing, my dad and I doing wide pine flooring. Yeah, we're all hands-on. I'll jump in the loader, Nick jump in the loader. We work right side by side with the guys. The mat business is 99% of what we do. And honestly, that's all I ever want to do. It's fun work.
And making those mats, the trees they're using, they're not what you call veneer. They're used as scrub trees that would go for pulp or for pallet production, and they're taking a rough thing and paying a good price for the locals and doing something with it. So it's a kind of a ripple effect.
Well, I know that it was interesting for me. We had made the commitment to do as much work as we could with Maine-based employers, Maine-based manufacturing. And the mats was one of the first examples of that. And we saw people like Peter that have been, and the Gliddens that have been doing this for a while, and then you saw other people that were just getting started.
When we got here, I was kind of bombarded by the old workers, and the place had shut down, and they were really enthusiastic about getting the sawmill going again. So I was, if you guys are in, I'm in. So for them, I think most of them live within 15 minutes of here, 20 minutes of here. And the work is steady, and I think it's pretty comforting for them to come right back to work, like just, nothing happened almost.
And if anybody chooses to go up there, they got a full crew working up there cutting swamp mats, and that brought back that industry to that Kingfield, North New Portland area.
My grandfather, worked in lumber mills up in Greenville. So my father was a wildlife biologist. I knew you talked about deer. So I've always lived in the woods, and to be on this project and kind of see those mills and those people back at work, like you said, working very hard was
there's a lot more involved. It was good to see them get off the couch. Those people had all got laid off. They went back and said, here's the people that could be doing this again, brought them back. And so we have customers, they're scattered throughout Maine, cutting swamp mats or doing other things. But it's just good to get everybody back into the groove.
Yeah. I know that particularly in the logging industry, and some of the things we're talking with the Gliddens was that there was a slowdown a little bit at some time during some of the logging area, and this allowed some of those resources, whether they're
Correct.
moving the mats back and forth or bringing the logs, and it really helped out during that kind of really early COVID times when things really kind of slowed down.
Only being in Maine, you can't put you're going to be diversified. And that gave them an option. And when things go south, they can go into something else. People like the Glidens and these other people that we work with, they're very hardy, hard-working people.
It was great catching up with Ross today, a really unique Maine individual who has a real passion for what he does, and to hear about his perspective on Maine's logging industry.